Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader. A little bit of a different setup this time. You're looking at my laptop. I'm not particularly camera ready at the moment. But I just wanted to maybe try this way this time. As you can see, we are looking at my Goodreads year in books for 2025. Now, as you can see here, these numbers, first of all, this is not particularly correct. Goodreads says I read 75 books. That's not wholly true. I actually read 78 books in the year 2025, but there you go. And so that number there, the amount of pages read, that might not be wholly accurate, but I read 78 books. So a little bit more than 32,000 pages, but whatever. Let's just scroll down. There we are. Now, the shortest book I read, as you can see there, Unite Me. That was the Shatter Me novellas, novella that I attempted to read for the Introverted Reader Readathon. I only read one because one novella was from a character I really loved in this series, and then the other one was from a character I really hated. And I didn't want to read the one that I didn't like. So, but anyway, When the Moon Hatched, I didn't even read this. I DNF'd this. I DNF'd this book. I couldn't even tell you what it's about. I know there's a dragon on the cover there, I think, and they like ascend up into the sky and turn into big giant rocks, and that's really all I remember. So, anyway, sliding on down. Average book length, 447 pages. I don't even know what that even fully means, but there you go, there's that. So, and then my most shelved, Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. That many people shelved it. Least shelved, Dragon Destiny. That fun little Dragon Mountain series that I read throughout the year. That's the 5th one, I believe. Oh, it's been a while. Average rating for 2025, 4.2 stars. I've said this before. I feel like I'm a bit too generous when it comes to rating books. I feel like I need to be a bit more, I don't know, I don't want to say critical, but like I feel like I need to be a bit, I don't know. I just feel like I'm too kind sometimes for certain books, but there you go. Maybe that'll change. Highest rated was A Wish Upon the Stars by T.J. Klune, part of the Lightning Struck Heart series. Nearly forgot the name. It's the 4th book in that series, which I did a reread of. Now, to save me from repeating myself, I did a lot of rereading in 2025. 2025 was the year of rereading for me. Either a series like this, because I purely wanted to reread it, or the next book in the series had come out and I had to catch up. But let's dive on in. My first review of the year was for Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. It's very, very short. Very short there, as you can see. I love that book. I did a video, like discussion video about it on my channel ages ago, but I genuinely really love this. I genuinely really loved it. Sequel, not so much, but whatever. Let's dive on in. My 2025 books. So here's some here. There's Phantasma. There's Dragon Mountain. From Blood and Ash. We did a reread of her. Again, because I had to catch up in the series. All 6 books are out at the moment. Spoiler alert, I've read the 6th book. We'll be talking about her very soon. So there's that. Lightning Struck Heart. Morgan Is My Name was like a King Arthur sort of retelling, centering around Morgan or Morgana. Got the audiobook for her. It was fine. I didn't feel the need to carry on in the series, but there you go. Happy Place, Emily Henry. That was a DNF. I didn't like that one. Legend of the White Snake. If you love C dramas, if you love the gays, read that book. That was so cute. Let's see. Oh, here. This hurts my feelings. Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. Again, it was a reread. In anticipation for reading this. I don't want to talk about this too much, but just in short, people, Anguish and Anarchy, big disappointment. And I feel horrible saying that, but it's true. And I'm not the only one that thinks so. I'm not the only one that thinks so, okay? There's plenty of other people on this platform that will agree with me, but Anguish and Anarchy, biggest disappointment. I'm sorry. Immortal by Sulin Tan, not so much a disappointment for this one. Just not my favorite Sulin Tan. It just didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't terrible. But anyway, Sunrise on the Reaping, love her. Faebound, a book about fairies that I actually enjoyed. Shocker. Scorpion and the Night Blossom by Emily Wenchow. Listen, nearly all the books I've read by this woman have been top tier, and the sequel for this is coming real soon, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Am I gonna do a reread? I don't know. Abby Jimenez, Quicksilver, love this, hated that. Hated this, love that. This, mixed emotions. Yeah, I might be an unpopular opinion, but not much happened in Heavenly Tyrant. I'm gonna be real. That whole typo situation kind of confused me a little bit. I mean, we knew what was gonna happen in that scene. I'm not dumb. But being the asexual that I am, I could care less. You know what I mean? But anyway, Wish Upon Stars. Legendborn did a reread of her. Great, we love. Now, another one I'm sad to talk about. Gilded Ones. Now, I read this a couple years ago, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. In anticipation for reading. Where is it? Let's just scroll down a little bit. Where is she? There. To read this one. Okay, did a reread of that one. And then we get to this one. First of all, the audiobook didn't exist. Don't know why. So I was physically reading it, and again, it was just a real disappointment. It just was not good. But you know what was good? Oathbound. Honestly, oh sorry, notifications. Oathbound, fantastic. Legendborn trilogy in general, just amazing. I think Bloodmark might be my favorite in the series so far, but the ending of Oathbound, are you fucking kidding me? Bones Beneath My Skin, TJ Klune. Not my favorite TJ Klune. Like, a mixture of things this year, people. Some we really loved, and I will scream about till I'm 80. This one, I don't know. It was fine. Not terrible. It was just fine. Lightlark was a DNF. Again, another fantasy romance. Could I understand what was happening? No. Can we stop? Okay, listen, let me just go on a little tangent a wee second. Can we stop with the fantasy romances that are so convoluted? And just like, I wanted to, like, I get that you want to build up your fantasy world and, actually have a plot going on outside of the romance, but you don't need to overdo it. It was just so complicated. I was just like, anyway, so Blood and Steel by Helen Schrödinger. I binged this whole series, The Legends of Thesmar. So good. I DNF this. Am I ashamed? No, because President Snow's a dick and I didn't want to read from his POV anymore. Not quite dead yet. Loved. Holly Jackson's so back, people. And she grabbed the Goodreads Choice Award for that one. I thought Richard Osman had it in the bag, but no, Holly Jackson said, no, not today. Hold my magnifying glass. Like, she said no. Again, more fantasy romance there. Serpent and the Wings of Night, did a reread of that. Nightblood Prince, At First Smile, my first romance that I ever read with a disabled main character. Silver Cloak, that was another DNF. Listen, the art of DNFing, like, just, you can DNF things, people, I enjoyed this a bit better the first time around, but the sequel for this, meh. Emily Henry Beach read, loved. More fantasy romance. I finally completed my read of the Ghost of the Shadow Market. Love. This, not my favorite B. Fitzgerald. This, I'm gonna do a reread of. I know I DNF this, but I've got the audiobook for it, and I'm gonna do a reread of it. Let me see. Meh. Blah. And meh. That's how I feel about those four. I realize that's Abby Jimenez, but that one, are you freaking kidding me? No. Never After Sulin Tan. Definitely better than Immortal, but yeah, Silver Elite, I have a review for her. You should go watch that. And these next few ones I have talked about in my wrap up, like Silver Elite, Court of the Dead, Fellowship of the Ring, One Dark Window, reading the sequel for her right now. Kiss in this here. Carissa, come shorten the titles. Anyway, so there we go. And then my last review of the year was for The Final Strife by Sarah El Arafi. DNF at 35% for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. These are all the books that I read and consumed in 2025. I'm really happy. I'm genuinely really happy because I finally caught up on series that I've been meaning to catch up on, read some new things. Yeah, read some new things, and I learned the art of DNFing. DNFing's okay sometimes, people. DNFing's okay. Anyway, I realize this isn't the way I would usually film a video, but I just wanted to get this up quickly for you guys so that we can get 2025 done and dusted. You will actually see me in the next video, my next video next week on Tuesday, where I'm going to be talking about the books I'm going to be consuming in January. I realize we're already on the 10th now at this point, but I'll share them with you on Tuesday, I promise. Anyway, all my socials are down below as always. My Blue Sky, Instagram and Threads, my TikTok. I'll try and remember and leave my Goodreads down below as well. I don't think I've ever done that before, but like if any of you do have Goodreads and you want to follow my progress and what I'm reading and whatever, feel free. Let me know your favorites. Let me know your favorites from the past year. Did you DNF a whole lot? Did you reach your reading goal? Let me know. Anyway, I'll love yous and leave yous. Bye-bye.